Hey, it's Aaron. Today I'm going to answer a question. Somebody who wants to be anonymous, it looks like, they asked a pretty good question. Are all lithium car battery makers owned by one parent company? So the assumption here is that all the lithium batteries or the components for them are owned by one company if you ultimately trace it all down. That's not necessarily true, but there are aspects of it that are close to truth. So all of them generally source from the same lithium mines, and most of them get their electronics from the same handful of suppliers. But there is no single source for anything. About 75 to 80% of the world's lithium is actually coming from China and Africa. And most of the stuff in Africa is owned by China, or at least they own the rights or the contracts for it. So that's the current situation, but it's changing very quickly. As the market for electric vehicles heats up, so do the markets for the supplies for those vehicles. At current production rates, the top following are the top 5 producers of lithium-based electric vehicles, as far as the batteries go, around the globe. The largest lithium battery maker is Contemporary Amperex Tech Limited, or CATL, which is a Chinese company that also mines the lithium. Tesla, Volkswagen, a couple others source from there. Another big one is Panasonic, which is based in Japan but does most of its lithium operations in China. So it's mostly Chinese mostly Chinese in origin. That's the word I'm looking for. Tesla is very famous for using Panasonic battery designs. Next is Livent. That's a company here in the U.S., but it sources primarily from China, South America, and Africa. And almost all the electric vehicles made in the U.S. probably source their batteries from this company, or at least their lithium. Ganfeng Lithium is based in China and went from being just a mining company to also a manufacturing company, making themselves one of the world's leading suppliers of raw lithium. So again, that one's in China. LG Chem is based in South Korea and is one of the world's largest battery makers globally. That's kind of redundant. World's largest globally. Anyway, you get the point. What was I going to say? Oh, they are very close to being the largest lithium-ion battery maker for electric vehicles in the U.S., with some factories that are coming online in the next couple of years. They are going to be sourcing lithium from Nevada, South America, and most likely from Russia. So there's the top 5. Now, those are going to change with time. Because we do have other companies that are quickly moving and are building facilities. There are mines that are opening around the globe, especially in South America. So we're going to see more and more of it. The world's largest lithium battery maker for anything, so for any sort of product, is BYD, which is also based in China. And chances are, if you have a smartphone or cell phone of any kind, probably has a BYD sourced battery in it. So there you go. Now, there are going to be some people that are going to say that Tesla has gigafactories coming online and that's going to make them the biggest maker really soon, blah, blah, blah. That's all well and good. If they do become the biggest maker, it will be a very short-lived title because there are a lot of companies coming online, some of them much larger than Tesla in terms of their battery capability and market presence, that are going to be coming online with new factories in the next 2, 3, and 5 years. So we're going to see an explosion of lithium battery makers for electric vehicles. So there you go. I hope that answers the question. It's a good question, though, because the current microchip problem has kind of highlighted how when there's any kind of bottleneck in sourcing for something, it causes serious, long repercussions in the rest of the business and the market. And luckily, lithium batteries, if they do have a choke point, it's not going to last too long. So there you go. That's what I got. This has been Aaron. Now, if you have a question, you can hit me up. You can comment down below this video. You can find me on like Facebook and Twitter and whatever. Make sure you DM or IM me because I probably won't see it unless I'm somehow tagged or messaged directly. So just kind of make sure to do that. So there you go. That's all I got. See you again soon.